Bitcoin has been massively pumping towards the upside. It has been doing so because institutions are buying Bitcoin. We saw the biggest net inflow on the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and on top of that, Bitcoin traders are actually trying to short the Bitcoin price because the funding rates are still very low. And this is actually a very bullish signal. Now guys, do not get too excited just yet because we are reaching some very important resistance, and on that weekly time frame, we are hitting that golden pocket Fibonacci level resistance. So I am going to be exactly explaining what this means for Bitcoin. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 150 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's first of all have a look into that imminent short term. And straight away, there are going to be some facts that you need to keep in mind. Because first of all, Bitcoin is testing resistance. Second of all of the liquidity towards the upside has actually already been taken out. And third of all, we are trading in a Bitcoin weekend. And actually, because we are trading in a weekend, well, institutions are not going to be trading. We are going to be seeing lower amounts of volatility. And because of all of these signals combined, I do think that actually during this weekend, we can actually be seeing some sort of a cool off. But in my opinion, this is actually not going to be a very bad thing. Because what we could be seeing is that institutions are pushing up the Bitcoin price. We are literally seeing the biggest net inflow on the spot Bitcoin ETF since its launch. On top of that, also that day before also got a lot of Bitcoin inflows. And we can actually be seeing that it is not BlackRock which is accumulating so many Bitcoin. No, we can actually be seeing that Fidelity is buying up even more Bitcoin than BlackRock is even buying up. So yeah, that is quite interesting to see. Now we can definitely also be seeing that this ETF is once again pushing up towards the upside. The ETF is once again back at its launch price. So this is all looking quite good and all quite bullish. But what you need to understand is that these ETFs, these asset managers and institutions are not trading during the weekend. So most probably we are not going to be getting our insane buy pressure during the course of the weekend. And because of that, we are not really going to be seeing insane amounts of buy pressure. We are just going to be seeing some more normal price action in my opinion. Now then, once again, starting next week, most probably these insane massive moves once again will be getting created. Now throughout this whole Bitcoin pump, the Bitcoin funding rates have actually been very low. On some exchanges, maybe even negative. And guys, what this is indicating is basically that people are trying to short the Bitcoin pump. But whenever the majority of people are trying to do this, well, liquidity is just going to be building once again up on that top side, and Bitcoin tends to take that liquidity. So yeah, all of these Bitcoin short positions are just adding more fuel for Bitcoin to push even higher. And I've been talking about this signal many times, that whenever Bitcoin funding rates are actually going to be low, well, this pump is just going to be continuing. But whenever Bitcoin funding rates is going to be spiking positive, highly positive, well, that is going to be meaning that majority of the market is trying to long the Bitcoin pump, and that means that most probably we are getting exhausted. But we are not seeing that, so in my opinion, there is no reason to really get very bearish on the Bitcoin price. But that is just in the short term. So what I do hope for the Bitcoin price is some kind of a consolidation, so we can be preparing ourselves for that next Bitcoin move, either towards the upside or towards the downside if we were to see a rejection from of this level. So this could be providing us with a perfect Bitcoin trading opportunity. Now do keep in mind that on that weekly time frame, we are running in towards massive levels of resistance. Okay, so I will be explaining this exactly a little bit later, but first of all, if you are as well going to be getting interested in trading, make sure to check out DEEPCOIN. Because on DEEPCOIN, you need no KYC, there are no restrictions in no country, and you can be claiming $220 by only depositing $100. Now yeah, for my Bitcoin trade, well, I'm going to be launching it on DEEPCOIN because I have my own copy trading account. You can be finding me under the section copy trading. Find my name over here, Mr. Crypto, and you can be joining me with my copy trading. And actually, I've been very right about the market. I've actually shorted this exact Bitcoin top, been getting bullish once again whenever we got above this level of resistance. I was calling for the 43.3k level. From of that moment onwards, we were creating this symmetrical triangle, actually broke out towards the upside, and ever since we broke out towards the upside, I am still bullish the whole way through because of the Bitcoin funding rates. Now yes, I was considering a lower high over here, but well, the Bitcoin funding rates were still extremely low the whole way through, so there was no reason for me to actually flip bearish at any given moment. That is actually why I have still been bullish throughout this whole pump. So yeah, been playing out this price action perfectly for Bitcoin. If you do want to be following me over on DEEPCOIN with my copy trading account, make sure to sign up with my link down below, because my copy trading account only works whenever you use that link down below. So you can be following my next Bitcoin trade over on DEEPCOIN. Now I will only be taking the lowest risk trades. I'm not going to be entering any high risk trades over on DEEPCOIN because I only want to be taking the trades where I have the highest conviction in. Now yes, definitely Bitcoin on that weekly time frame is approaching some massive levels of resistance. So definitely do not get too euphoric yet, because this is going to be a make it or break it scenario. If we are either going to be breaking above with a weekly candle close above this golden pocket Fibonacci level of resistance, well, that is going to be massive. But if Bitcoin is not going to be doing that, well, we can still be awaiting some kind of a rejection from of this level. So do not get too euphoric, do not get too excited yet. Okay, we are still testing major levels of resistance, and what we do know is that never in one cycle we have broken above this level in our first try. So yeah, please do not underestimate this power of this level of resistance. But with that kept in mind, today is the Chinese New Year, and yes, Bitcoin has been pumping while it was approaching the Chinese New Year. February is also looking very good and a bullish month once again. We are on our way of closing our 6th straight month in the green. So yeah, that is looking very good for all Bitcoin holders, but definitely do also keep in mind that a rejection and a correction is going to be inevitable anytime soon. Do be aware of that fact. Now, I do think that altcoins are about to outperform Bitcoin soon, once again, in my opinion, because we are hitting our top level of the levels I've drawn out. So I do think that from off this moment, we can be seeing a little bit of a dump from our Bitcoin dominance, meaning that altcoins are going to be outperforming Bitcoin. But with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.